Hi everybody, it's Cathryn. My project today is a box that opens with a little card. You can put another sentiment in there if you want, or you could just write something in here, and it opens up and it has a little pack of Twizzlers nibs in there. But you could put any other kind of fun size candy in there also. It will all fit in there. All right, so the box measures 3 by 3.5 by 3/4. And again, this is one of the, I think I'm going to have one more little project for my kit after this one. So I'm thinking for the kit, it will be around $30 for the 5 projects plus shipping. If anyone is interested, I already have 2 people interested. Just give me, there's no obligation, but I want to know about how much I have to order. So if you're interested, please let me know, and I can order more if I don't have enough. Okay, so what we need for this project is some basic white for stamping. We need a piece of Lost Lagoon that is 11 by 5 3/4. We need 4 pieces of the inked Botanicals, 2 different patterns that are 2 3/4 by 3 1/4. All right, and I cut one of the suns out of crushed curry cardstock. All right. Okay, so let me get my Simply Scored. And we're going to start on the 11-inch side, and we're going to score at 1/2, 3.5, 4 1/4, 7 1/4, and 8. Then we're going to turn it to the 5 3/4-inch side, and we're going to score at 3/4, 4 1/4, and 5. Okay. Now I'm going to fold and burnish all of the score lines, and this is my host code. Please put that in if you're going to purchase anything on my website under $150, not including tax and shipping, and I will send you a little gift if you do that. Okay, so how I have this is the 1/2-inch skinny rectangle is on the left, and there are 3/4-inch strips on the top and the bottom. There's not any extra strip on this right side, right? And this is what we're going to be doing. Okay, so we're going to start on the left. We're going to go to the first score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge up into that skinny rectangle. We're going to go to the next score line, cut it to the first score line, next score line, cut it to the first score line, and then wedge each side of that square. Okay, go to the next score line, cut it to the first score line, next score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge each side of that square. And then we're going to take this long rectangle off. And I'm going to take the score line with that. All right, now we're going to turn it to the other side so that the skinniest rectangle is on the right. We're going to go to the first score line, cut it to the second score line, and we're going to get rid of both of these rectangles here. Okay. Go to the next score line, cut it to the second score line, get rid of the square on the bottom, and wedge each side of the square that's left. Okay, go to the next score line, cut it to the second score line, next score line, cut it to the second score line, take off that square on the bottom, and wedge each side of the square that's left. Okay, then I'm going to take off 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 large rectangles and 2 small ones. And I'm going to cut that right at the score line again. Okay, and then just wedge up into that skinny rectangle. All right, now we need a corner rounder. Now when your skinniest rectangle is on the left, this piece that sticks up the highest is what we want to round the corners on. Okay, and this is what your cardstock should look like after you're done scoring, cutting, and rounding those corners. Okay, now this is going to close just like this. Okay, this is the back of it. This here is going to be this top flap. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to put tear and tape on what's left of the skinny rectangle next to the score line. I'm going to take the backing off. Okay, flip over the whole thing, flip over the side with the tape, and then pull this side over, and it will attach right here where this side ends. Okay, and then you pop it up, and that's the body of the card. All right, so let's just close this right now. Okay, so then this is our front where the flap is. So we're going to put the sides in, put a little dot of glue on there, pull the back to the front, and then put some glue on the back of the front one and close it and try to make sure your sides are straight. Okay, and then just open it and make sure that your tabs adhere. Okay. All right, now we need our DSP. And they're 4 pieces that are 2 3/4 by 3 1/4. And they're gonna, these 2 plaid ones are gonna go on the front and the back. And the one with the leaves are gonna go on the inside of the flap and the inside of the body of the box here. Okay, and I'm gonna use liquid glue for all of them. Okay, then I'm just going to open up this and see if it was kind of confusing the way it was folded, so I didn't want to make you put the DSP on before. So maybe, yeah, I can get it in. Just take a little part of a circle out so that you can close this much more easily. There we go. Okay, and that's the box with all the DSP on it. Okay, now we need our basic white, and we're going to do our stamping. I'm stamping the rooster with his mouth open, 2 of the fence, and oops, you've got something to crow about. All right, so let me get my Tuxedo Black. Oops, I'm going to do my rooster. Good. And then 2 fence posts. And then I'm going to do you've got something to crow about right on an edge, if I can get it. Great. All right, now I'm going to cut out the 2 fence pieces and the rooster with the hay chuck dies, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're using basically the same markers that we have been using for the whole kit. All right, so I'll start with the red, real dark real red. We're going to do his comb on the top. His eyelid here. And that little piece that hangs off. I think it's the wattle, but I think it's something, I don't know what it is. I should look it up. All right. And then we're going to do the beak and the feet with dark Daffodil Delight. Oops, I forgot his tongue too with the real red. There we go. All right, and then I'm going to do the upper part of his body and neck here up to his eye with light, oops, that's crumb cake, with light pecan pie. Okay. And then I'm going to take dark Lost Lagoon and dark Boho Blue, and I'm going to put a little bit at the top of his wings of each. Okay, and then the Boho Blue and the Lost Lagoon, we're going to do every other feather. Okay, and I didn't do the Boho Blue. Did I? Did I do Boho Blue on his wings? But I'll do it again just in case. All right, and then his lower body and the top of his legs with dark pecan pie. Did I say pumpkin pie before? If I did, I'm very sorry. It's pecan pie. And just kind of blend in a little bit. All right, and then I'm just going to take a little bit of Boho Blue and kind of blend where the colors on the wings kind of blend into the dark pecan pie. Okay, now we're going to do the fence pieces with light and dark crumb cake, and I'm going to go with dark. I'm going to go along the bottom of these, the rung, and then about halfway in each fence post. Okay, and then I'm going to color the rest with the light crumb cake. Okay, now we need the top of our box here. And first we're going to glue the sun over in this top left corner. About right here. Okay, and then we're going to attach the fence posts together. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on this piece here. And then put the other one over it. Okay, and then I'm going to glue it onto the bottom. All right, now we need some dimensionals. And I'm just going to cut a little bit of a side for the 2 feet. Okay, and then I'll just put some dimensionals on the rest. All right. And I'm going to put them right in the middle with this foot touching the top of the fence. And then I'm just going to take the sentiment and I'm going to just cut pretty close to it. Okay, and then we're going to pop this up with mini dimensionals. Okay, and then I'm going to put it about right There. All right. And then for the final touch, I'm going to use some Tinsel Gems. And we're going to be using the boho blue ones. So I'm going to put one here, a large one there, a small one right there, and then another large one right on the edge of the moon. The sun, sorry. All right, that's it. And I will be working more details out about the kit this weekend, but it is Father's Day, so hopefully within the next few days, if not Tuesday. Alrighty. Please let me know if you are interested. It is no obligation, just so that I get a kind of a number of who would like to get it. I'm looking at about $30 plus shipping. Okay? All right. Have a great weekend and Father's Day, and I will see you Tuesday. Bye.